right into this week 15. And looks like we got the Bills and the Cowboys. I kind of knew this was going to happen. There was too much hype on the Cowboys. I mean, I had an up and down week. I'd say with the wins and losses, I did pretty good with the wins, but with the covers, it was kind of up and down. But the closer we get to the playoffs, the harder it's going to be because the more entertaining they want it to be. They don't want us guessing these games, guys. I'm telling you. It's easier to pick which team is going to win more than it's going to be to pick which team's going to cover because they can switch that at a moment's notice. They could go one way at the start of a game and then the live bets come in. That could change their mind. Then they can just say, you know what? There's too much money coming in. Let's switch this around. So it's just, you just don't know how it's going to go. It might go one way and then whoop, just like that. Switches. All right, let's go right into this. Look at the Cowboys not blitzing. Where's Micah Parsons anywhere? So look, why are they all dropping back? And then this dude goes inside out instead of outside in on a speed quarterback. Or a running quarterback, I should say. He's not speed. He can run. He's not a speed guy. And let me guess, magnet catch? It's hard to see, but most likely that was a magnet catch. I didn't get to see a lot of these games. I had a family event. I saw a little bit of the 1 o'clock games, but I'm seeing a lot of this shit for the first time. Alright, so here we go. Looks like the Jags were not really rushing on this until, well, even right when he gets to the attack point, he still just clotheslines them instead of trying to go for the wrap up. And let's look at our tackle. Goes right into a shuffle, and that's all you get shoved because you have no leverage. And then the tackler comes with an arm bar instead of both arms to wrap up. Now you're not gonna get him, dude. Forget about it. He'll take a hit. That should be picked off, but for some reason, the defender, let's see. Oh, look at the defender's arms, guys. I'm going to try to pause it, and you're going to see him not fully extend his arms. Right there. You see it? You see how this guy's arms are straight, completely straight, and then this guy, he's making the L arms, alligator arms, short arm, however you call it. Everyone calls it different. But it's along those lines. He's alligator arming it, right? Look how short his arms are. If he fully extends, he's going to get the ball. But he goes short arm. The viewing audience isn't going to know that technically. But if you've played football, you know that this is bullshit right here. No DB, if especially you know you're smaller, is going to go up like this. You're going to go fully extended. I've done this so many times myself. Like, it's just instincts. So the fact that he's not doing it properly, like this guy, that shows you they practice this. They practice doing it improperly. Look at this guy. Why is it that they're both completely different in their technique when it should be the same? You're going for a high point pass. This is what they teach, not this. So this guy clearly is going to get the ball because of that. And he probably has the magnets too. So look at how the ball just gravitates to his hands. And then the defender, instead of going for the catch, he slaps it. But not really. He goes up for the catch, and then you see how he moved his left arm away. Now his right arm is touching the ball to make it seem like he's slapping at it, but really he's guiding the ball into his hand, helping him. Oh, man, what did I do? Oh, you helped him. That's what you did, man. Very unlikely that Likely makes that catch, but with the magnets, anything happen. So this defensive end, let's see. He goes flat down the line and then kind of slows up and tackles his own guy. Wow, how nice is that? So number 5, let's talk about this. Number 5, for some reason, he goes flat down the line. He does the right thing, and instead of finishing the play, he slows up, you'll notice. And then he tackles, it looked like number 90, when number 90 was trying to make the tackle. So in other words, he kept his own guy from making the play. Watch. And then he just runs into his own guy, fucks up his leverage, and then tackles him. Look at him. He literally tackled him. Like, what are you doing? Why are you tackling your own teammate? Hmm. Can anyone explain that? Like, that's just boneheaded. We'll have fanboys defending this, and then look at number 57. 57 practically kisses the ball carrier. Literally kissed him, and then acts like he can't see him. Why are you shoving this guy when this is the guy that has the ball? Acting like you don't know that and you can't see him, and now all of a sudden he's gonna be like, "Oh, you have the ball? Oh, I didn't know." Like, bro, what do you think? He's just running by you with his health for his health? Just stands there, and then what? What does 27 do? Just jogs up, doesn't even fill any alley. He just runs. It's all just for show. Like, what is he doing there? Like, that's not like I don't know what he was even doing. It's like everyone on this just broke down and just did their own thing. They want to, and then this guy hides behind the block and goes down underneath. This is all for the viewing audience. San Fran had to give up a touchdown here, guys. That's all this is. San Fran knows how to play defense. When have you ever seen them tackle their own guys? Come on, guys. And linebackers kissing the ball carrier and not bringing him down. Like, just stop it. Just stop. At this point, they're playing with our intelligence. Well, not mine. Like, I didn't see any of this, man. Like, this is all just baffling. And then our defensive end goes way too far upfield. So basically, this guy goes like that when he really should be just, condensing and crashing. Well, not, I shouldn't say crash. He should be condensing and making the hole smaller. Instead, he expands and makes it bigger. Now the running back doesn't even have to get skinny. He can just run in full body without even getting skinny right in through the hole. Because of the defensive end. The defensive end sets the tone on every play. See? He goes so far wide. You're supposed to have your right arm free. Goes left arm, okay. So we know he effed up. So what does the inside guy to him do? What does this guy do? Let's see what he does. He engages, pushes, throws. All right, he actually did a good job, but I'm not going to get on him. He actually did a good job. But this defensive end did not. Like, he should have, if anything, let's say he does this boneheaded move like he does. What he should have done is engage with your left shoulder and then spin, because this is Trent Williams. You're not going to beat him with power. You're not. You're just not. You're going to beat him with finesse and being quicker than him if you're lucky. So what he should have done is made contact with your left hand and then spin inside, because it's an inside run, and pray to God that you make the tackle and he doesn't bounce outside, because if he does, you're fucked. But either way, you're giving up the touchdown anyway. So if you're going to give it up, at least do it the right way and with aggression and smarts. See right there, why are you trying to beat him with power? This is Trent Williams. You're not going to beat him with a bull rush. Immediately to the bull rush. No, right now spin off, make the tackle. I don't know, guys. It's just real ridiculous to me. What are my linebackers doing? Oh, he hides inside. Yeah, you can't go that far inside. He should have just, do your read steps, chill at the goal line, wait for a minute, let it develop, and then come off. He went too far inside. Now he's in the wash. He's too small. He can't get through there. It's not going to happen. All right, now let old man Flacco. I knew the Bears would cover this. I thought they were gonna win the way it was going, but then again, it's the Bears. The Bears, they always give up leads in the end. Like, you'll watch the Bears, you'll flip through the channels or whatever, or you'll be on Red Zone, you'll see the Bears will be up 31 to 17, or 24 to 11, and you'll be like, oh, it's the fourth, they should win. And then you come back with less than 2 minutes left, the Bears are down 3 points. It's what the fuck is going on? How do they always blow these leads? It's just out of this world. But, hey, they got the cover. That's what I thought they'd do. They covered. I mean, if they won, I would have been wrong about the win. But I thought Cleveland would win. And Chicago got the cover. So we were right about that. What was the other game we just did? Niners. I said Arizona would cover. I don't remember what the score was for that game. I guess I can check real quick. Give me a second. Let me look it up. I think the line was almost 14.5 for the Niners. NFL Scores. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just looking up the scores just so I can see if they covered that without stopping this whole freaking video. Let's see here. So, okay, so it was 45-29. So they just missed the cover. Damn. All right, I was close. Because I think they were 14.5-point favorites, if I'm not mistaken. 14.5. I'll double check that. It could have been more. They could have raised the line even more because it got up to 16. So we'll see. I'll double check that, but I might have missed that one. But either way, it's 13.5. I'll always go against that line, even if I lose it. Like, that's just, it's a money maker. If you can get that line to hit, you're making a lot of money on that, man. It's a big time bet. And it's a hard one to get. But let's talk a little bit more about this game. But some of these games are very predictable. I was going to make a video about this, but that really wasn't Flacco's fault, if anything. Well, it is because it's only his fault because you should have thrown to Cooper. Like, go to your number one guy here who's around. Because think about it. He's got a corner on his outside and one linebacker. Okay. This is like little receiver. This isn't a tight end. Now you're going to have him surrounded by two linebackers. So he's going to get walloped as soon as he catches it. So why don't you let the guy with less of a threat of a hit to hit him hard than that guy? Because this guy's going to get hit by all linebackers. 1, 2, 3 linebackers. One corner, one linebacker. This is the guy you go to. Or this guy, because he'll be one-on-one with the corner. Right? So let's pause right here. He's not even looking this side. Look to the left. Because you throw here, this corner is going to, I guarantee you, struggle to make the tackle here. You won't get a pick. And if you can even pump fake there, this guy's going to take a step over, and you throw it right there to number 2. That's the NFL for you. You got to manipulate. Head fakes, ball fakes. So that's when you know it's fake, when they're not doing that shit. Like, why aren't you pump faking that? Like, you should know better. This isn't a Super Bowl winning quarterback. You threw it high inside. That's pretty high. You got to throw that. If you're going to throw that to him, you got to look at the ball placement. It's a little further. But look at the ball placement. I'm going to try to pause it right when he catches it. Right now. Why are you throwing it so high? Now he can't protect himself. This is what Brady was talking about in his tweet. I'm not going to go over the whole tweet, but he was basically saying quarterbacks need to do a better job of aiming these passes and receivers executing these routes. This is just poor execution. You're getting this guy killed. That's a hospital ball. If you're going to throw it inside to a linebacker, you got to throw it low. Let him go to the ground and protect himself. Like, he's going to get killed, and now this interception is on you. Now, like, I got to take that back. You're setting him up for failure. Like, throw it to Cooper low. When you're throwing around linebackers, you got to throw low so the balls don't pop up. But that's what he wanted, I guess. Throw it high so he gets hit and stays up in the air. How convenient. That was one of the Bears' touchdowns. Yeah, we should have known that wouldn't have been enough. It's the Bears. All right, the Rams. I think I had the Rams winning this one. Hold on, give me 1 second. The Rams. Yeah, I had them winning. Yep, and they did win. What's up with the pressure? They do a double twist and wide open. No type of anything. Because they don't bump anyone. They just let them run scot-free up the field. And wide open. That's what happens when you don't bump receivers at the line at any level. Especially the NFL. No one in this league ever uses the 5 yards to slow the receivers down or to blow up the timing. Ever. Like, they never afford what's given to them. Or I should say they're never afforded what's given to them. Look at this guy. Wide open. 26. What was that? If anything, he should have attacked the inside shoulder and then give this guy time to approach so you can slow him down. He commits all the way that way. Like, why would you do that? It's because you wanted him to run by you. That's why. That was stupid. Why would you commit so far when you see another defender engaging? Wide open, boy. And we're letting this happen because he's holding him too. Like, look at this. So he's got the 5 yards. They're now past the 5 yards, and he's still holding him a little bit and still gets beat. Like, and you holding him. So, like, that's bad. Oh, they probably did call it because he was holding the hell out of him. That was probably one of the worst of the day right there. If you're going to hold, you can't get beat on the route, too. Is this the Niners? Oh, yeah, this is the Niners giving up the edge. Defensive end crashes inside. No edge, no chance. That's all that is. That's your defensive end. It's the good old number 5 again. Giving up another big-time run because number 5 can't set the edge this time. But last time he tackled his own guy. I mean, at least this time he didn't tackle his own guy. So he made a little progress. And how about them Houston Texans pulling this game out without Stroud? I picked them to win, but did Tennessee cover? Houston won. If they won by 3, then they covered. I don't remember what the score was. Yeah, this interception I made a video on. This is just really bad, dude. We're going to say that's, oh, it's a miscommunication. He thought one thing, he thought another. No, this is just part of the script. He threw the pick 6 to make it more enticing that the Titans would win. So for the live bets, now people with the live bets, they're going to be like, oh my God, Tennessee's going to win. So now everyone's going to rush to their phones and start making more bets for the Titans. That's how this shit works. And then now once those bets come in, now they'll tell Houston to start playing better and tell Tennessee to pull back. That's how it works. That's all. Throw it right to them, and we don't got to see the run. It's a touchdown. All right, next play. False start. Oh, well. So this could be a big play for the offense because they just completely let the false start go by. And one other thing, guys. Have you guys noticed the excessive amount of offside penalties on the offense? Now, like, I've been watching football basically my whole life, and I have never in my life seen so many offsides on the wide receivers in my entire life than we've seen in the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Last 3 weeks, I think I've seen more in my lifetime. Like, so I don't know what the hell's going on with that. So all I gotta say is, now that they're showing this to us now, be prepared for this to be a story in the playoffs. Be prepared for some receivers to lose some games for teams in the playoffs because of this. They're going to all of a sudden be strict about some lineup issue. That shouldn't be an issue anyway, because the linesman judge should be telling you you're on the ball or off the ball every single play. So that should never even happen, ever. Even on the defense, because the linesman tells you to back up or move forward. Like, they let you know if you're onside. So for that to even happen, like, numerous times, get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm not buying it. So, what do we have here? Magnet. Let's see. Yeah, that one looked funky. The way look at how it hits his hand. See that? It just like gravitates right to his hand. Still not moving. He just bumped it against his helmet and it still didn't budge at all. Now he just runs into the other guy. Or did the other guy run into him? Alright, so now, no rush. Both defensive ends just leap back. So they're just allowing the Niners to get this right here, guys. So both defensive ends don't even rush on this. Look, those are your edge guys. They're covering now, I guess. All right, fine. But then why is this guy wide open? And why are two white shirts next to each other in the same zone? Could it be that one of these guys should be in this zone? Yeah, I'd say so. So they're playing zone all right, but they're just not playing zone defense. They're just playing zones. They're playing make-believe zones that they just made up on a whim. I'm gonna play the hot dog zone and you play the popcorn zone, okay? We'll meet back at the 30-yard line. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's just embarrassing as a professional. You're letting guys just run by you, and you don't know how to play the simplest of zones. Because there's only like 4 different kinds of zones you can play. So I don't know how you can get blown coverage. Like, it's just, that stuff just doesn't happen. Because the defense is always talking and letting each other know what we're in. Like, most likely it's a color. Everyone echoes the color out, and that basically tells the defense the rush, the coverage, and the alignment, everything. So, like, it just baffles me that all these blown coverages are happening and we have people defending it. It's all a delusion. It's just so dumbasses can have justification for watching these fake games. I watch it to raise awareness. Like, who knows, 10 years from now, maybe, who knows, this channel might raise so much damn awareness that people will finally wake up. But people are waking up. More people are just, smelling the coffee and realizing that this is all just like a big show. It's going to be to the point where the NFL is going to have to just say, all right, you caught us. We're like the WWE. People are still going to watch, but you're not going to be able to bet on it as much. Or not as many people will bet if they know it's scripted, because it's like, it can go either way. You can bet on WWE matches too, and those are scripted as fuck. But at the end of the day, there's still going to be a winner. You just don't know who it's going to be. It's just scripted. Alright, so now Washington doesn't rush at all. You see, they're letting them throw this. This is not good for Washington. This ain't good at all. And they do the same thing. Another blown coverage, guys. How? How are all these blown coverages happening in the NFL? It's nothing special. This guy, it's 2 receivers, guys. So why are they so confused in the NFL? One guy runs a streak down the seam and another runs a streak down the numbers, sidelines, in between them. What is so confusing about this that they can't cover it, guys? I'm calling out the route right now from here. I don't understand why they can't call it out. It's right in front of them. So you got 3 guys. Look, 1, 2, 3 white shirts covering 1 guy. Meanwhile, you have a guy on the sideline wide open. I guarantee you this guy was supposed to be at least with him, or this guy was supposed to be over the top. But most likely it's this guy. But either way, there shouldn't be 3 guys here. 2 guys fucked up, for sure. 2 guys 150,000% effed up. This guy, I'll give it to him. All right, you're covering him. What are you doing? And then what are you doing? And then it also begs the question, what are these 2 guys doing? He's the middle safety, I'll say, but who knows? So you have literally 5 guys doing nothing at all. 6 if you count him. And what about the rushers who didn't actually rush in? So literally no one's playing defense at all. So now this guy's wide open because they wanted him to be. But this is real football. Like, the DB just literally turned him loose and just let him run by him. Like, as a corner, I don't give a damn. Like, I don't care if you're in cover 2. Like, you still would take that because nothing threatened the flats. So there's no way in the NFL that a corner should ever have a receiver running by him in any coverage. I don't care if you're in man. I don't care if you're in cover 3, cover 2, cover 4, 0, anything. No way. If nothing threatens the flat, you're always going to be running with that guy. So I don't understand how these fanboys defend this. It just shows you their lack of knowledge of the sport, and they just believe anything they see on TV. That's why I'll always drill this into their ass. Pause. That's so fake. Woohoo! Yeah! I'm cheering for fake football. This is what we got. We got fanboys and fangirls cheering for fake football. Like, you really think these people know anything at all about the sport of football? Like, ins and outs? All they know is touchdown, first down, catch, run. You know what I mean? The basics. But they don't know the intricacies, which is why they're easily fooled. Like, they don't know. It's not like we learn this shit. You either know this shit and had a good coach and really dissected this shit and really took it in, or you just don't. Or you played and you went through the motions. Because there's a lot of guys that played football but don't really know the game. You know, they play because their parents force them to, you know. It's something to do, gets them out of class. Whatever. People have their reasons for the people that don't really love the sport like that. There's a lot of people like that, guys. Not everyone that plays loves the game. Not everyone that even coaches loves the game. It's a very small minority of people that actually know the game that well. Very small. And the sad part is there's so much knowledge in the NFL, but they just don't really use it. It's just untapped knowledge. It's sickening, man. There's just too much money involved for us to get an organic sport. Like, it really dawned on me the other day, like, how they're making money hand over fist. Like, there are guys that their contracts have been up or they've been retired for like 5-6 years and they're still getting checks. Like, that's how rich the NFL is. They'll never run out of money, and it's getting richer by the day. Like, they're literally sleeping on beds of money, guys. Mainly through the bets and the TV deals, not even through compensation, like earnings. You know what I mean? It's mostly through bets and TV deals. Everything else, that's just cherries on the top. Like, what I mean by that is what fans buying merchandise, people purchasing tickets, all that stuff. Like, that is like pennies on what they're making through the bets and everything else. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling, but this is kind of important shit. Now, my man Nick Bosa runs by the rush. Like, whenever you see Nick do this, like, you don't think Nick knows better than to run 5 yards behind? You don't think he knows to pull the brakes and make a move at some point? Whenever you see the best rushers just do this, it's all for show. See? He probably did that to help the quarterback throw the pick easier. Get out of the line of sight, because if he's standing there, he can bat it down. Now he can't bat it down. He's going to throw it right at the defense. He forced that one really bad. Not that anyone else was open, but that's the time I guess you would have to take off. He just threw that right at the defense. And that right there is the reason why the Cardinals didn't cover. If they didn't, that interception at pick six is how and why they didn't cover. And it would have been a much closer game. It would have been, like a 8-9 point game had he not thrown that. So what I'm saying is those two teams aren't as far apart as we think, you know. No rush on the top at all. Like, they're not rushing. I know it's a Hail Mary, but, like, why would you want to give them all the time in the world? Oh, this is the Hail Mary where the guy just drops the ball and throws it and kicks it, right? So let me pause it, and then I'm going to slow it down because I want you guys to see the receiver literally have it in his hand, and then he, like, moves it to his foot and then kicks it. Wait for it. Has it in his hand, right? And then he kicks it up. 435. I'm going to make that a video. Because that's just absurd. And if you defend that and say that that's real or any kind of excuse, I'm just going to block your dumb ass. I don't have time for you. Oh, look at him. Look at him. Oh my God, how could I have done that? Oh man. Oh, I'm so disappointed. Does he actually look mad, guys? Like, hold on. Look at his face. Does this look like a person who's actually mad? Look at that. That did not work out well. It like wobbled on his head. Like he couldn't even do that properly. Now he's like, all right, that's not working. Now let's look at his face. Is that a pissed off man right there? You be the judge of that. This doesn't look like someone who's pissed at all. This looks like someone that's thinking about the rest of his night, what he's about to be doing. He's going to the club. Now he's allowing the opposite team to help him up. So that doesn't tell you right there they're in cahoots. If this doesn't show you they're in cahoots, I don't know what is. And they take the camera off of there because it looks horrible. Think of the optics. Think of how bad the optics are of him being helped up by the other team after what just happened. It's terrible optics. That's why immediately when they saw it, they switched it off. New game. They did that live. I remember that shit. It's crazy. Because they know that's not right at all. You shouldn't be doing that. It looks horrible. Alright, so now they run the ball. Look at no defensive end at all. Where did my end go? He runs himself out of the play. And where does my fat boy go? Oh, he goes inside and keeps running inside and allows the guy to get on him. How about that? And that's your fat boy that was supposed to be in that gap initially. Now he goes for the sweet feet and misses. Ay, ay, ay. It's the simplest day one things. Like, if he just stood his ground on his, or in his gap, that run wouldn't have happened. And if the DN didn't run so far upfield, they would have had a big time stop for at least a couple yards. It wouldn't have been what it was. I promise you. Hopefully we can get like another football league that isn't really ran on a whole lot of money, so we get, you know, more authentic football. Like, I just wish we can get a real game and really see how they would play with, you know, just authenticity. We're just not gonna get that though. It's just too much money right now. It's like, just think of it. If they're making all this money, why would they change? They're going to keep doing more of what they're doing. Like, why would you? If you're getting rich and getting billions in your bank account, doing what you're doing, why would you change what you're doing? Just logically. Now, this corner should have already been breaking on that ball. He should have seen that there was nothing, there was no other threat. I don't know why these two guys are next to each other. That's kind of weird to me. Alright, he's running back. Alright, that's fine. So that's him. He's running. See how he's running too far to the sideline? There's no threat to where he's running. He should have already been running towards him. From here, when we saw him next to this guy, he should have been running at this guy, because that's the only threat. You running to an area here doesn't help your team, because there's no one there to defend. He just ran cover 3 like it was drawn up. Instead of being, he was a robot on the play instead of being a player. That's what I mean. They don't play like players. They play like broken down robots. Touchdown. Okay, cool. Defensive ends aren't rushing again, but it gets right through the middle, and then the late rush gets through, and then he throws it forward. Guys. But look at the non-block right in the middle, right here. Watch this. Watch the running back. Lets him right through. Running back lets him right through and then stands there, and then the quarterback throws the ball forward. How about them apples? Must be tasty. Alright. Looked like a false start there. Bryce Young fires it. Yeah, I didn't think Carolina was going to win this game, but I guess if it was going to be against somebody, this is the team to do it against. Desmond Ridder, man. They're going to get rid of him, man, and they should. Like, I had Carolina covering. They sure did cover. They didn't. Wait, let's see. Atlanta. Where is it? Yeah, I had Atlanta winning, but I had Carolina covering, so that's what matters. Carolina did cover that shit. Like, I guess you can say the rain made a factor or had a factor in it, because Atlanta, they couldn't get anything going on offense at all. This played right into the hands of Carolina. Atlanta, they couldn't use those receivers. That's why having receivers and all these tight ends, that's a luxury, man. At the end of the day, you got to be able to run the football when it gets cold out. If you can't run the football effectively, those receivers don't mean shit if it's nasty out. As you can see, you know. But there was a lot more than that. There was a lot of factors with this game. This game had some money bet on it too. No one thought Carolina was going to come out with this. On paper, Atlanta has way more players. Way more. But of course, then again though, you put Bryce Young on Atlanta, that's a whole different football team. Like you say to Atlanta, if we can trade Bryce Young for Desmond Ridder, oh my God. Bryce Young looks like he sucks, but he doesn't, man. The kid can play. He just is on a shitty team with no receivers, no O-line, or at least they're all hurt, and nothing to work with, really. I would love to see him with a receiver, but they have no first-round pick, so that's not going to happen. It sucks, because if they didn't trade away their first-round pick, they could have had DJ Moore, right? Well, let's play this out. Let's say this. Let's say they didn't draft what's his name? Bryce. They kept the number 2 pick or whatever, and then the Texans picked Bryce, and then they got CJ. It would have worked out better for them. And then they could have drafted Marvin Harrison this year. And then you would have had DJ Moore with Marvin Harrison. So they fucked up with CJ Stroud. Like, they fucked up on so many levels, the Panthers, man. They could have been set up so nicely, but they wanted to chase draft picks. Like, it doesn't make sense to chase after a quarterback if you have no one to block or throw to for him. It just doesn't make sense. Alright, we're going to probably cut this short because we've been talking a lot. Wow, that should have been picked off. Oh my goodness. My goodness. 59 should have at least got a finger on that. And then the guy next to him should have had the tackle. And what the hell was that? But let's talk about this missed tackle. This guy, what the hell is that? Like, what was that? And then watch this guy. What is that? And then what is that guy doing? He was like doing the worm almost. Like, that was not real, guys. That was a bunch of guys pretending like they're pursuing and running by a guy or falling down. Like, that's not stuff you see, like, in real football. It's just not. I've never seen that on any real film. Look at Trevor Siemian just standing in the pocket like he doesn't know he only has 3 seconds. Like, whenever you see a quarterback stand in the pocket for more than 3 seconds and he doesn't move, he's doing it on purpose. Every quarterback is trained to count 3 seconds and move and step up, at least, if not run away. So if he's going to stand there, it's because he's waiting for the pressure to get there so he can get stripped. That's all this is, man. It's all choreographed. This is too... Look at him. He's standing and waiting. He's like... And then sits there. Oh, my God. That didn't even look remotely real. I think Zach Wilson got hurt early in that game. I don't know. I didn't even see really any of that game, to be honest. Yeah, this is pretty bad. This was a bad one. Really? Off the play action, he should have thrown right there, right now. See how he's looking? He should have just hit him. How many times have we seen Brady hit Gronk on these seams? This guy has his back faced for some reason, not even paying attention. This is the throw right here, right now, right away. But he waits too long. See how he waits? He waited way too long. You gotta throw it right away or never. It's right away or never, man. Right now. Zip it right away. He catches it at the 10-yard line and then he gets tackled. Or you pump fake it to him, that guy reacts and you throw it to 88. But it has to be zipped in there. But anything but what you just did, man. Let's be real. Wait, whoa. Oh, that's off the return. All right. I was like, what the hell? So no rush on the right side, and he's looking left, so that's gonna help him obviously. Wide open. All right, let's see here. No rush at all. Look at the D line. No one's rushing in. They've all stayed on the same plane. Now one guy comes up, but it's too late. See? It was too late. It's too late, baby. Look at this. Wide open. They do the tight end cross. Yeah, cross back. Different teams call it different things. Alright, let's see a little bit more of this. A little bit more of that. I don't think we've seen any Giants tape yet. I want to see a little bit of that too. Floats it, bolts it, goats it, right? Yeah, this makes you wonder why Sauce Gardner wasn't on him. Because I don't even think Tyreek Hill played this game. So that's just embarrassing. Like, Salah should be fired because of that. Their best player wasn't even there, and you still get blown out. And why is Sauce Gardner not on their best player, who is now Waddle because Tyreek's out? So you have him over here on that guy when he should be on this guy? It just doesn't make sense. So basically, in other words, they gave this up, and that guy's 10 yards off the ball. You're lined up 10 yards off, and you still get burned by 3 yards, 4 yards almost. And it just makes you beg to question, why was Sauce Gardner not on Jalen Waddle right there? It just makes you wonder. Alright, Tampa brings a late blitz off the left, but they're not really rushing in on the right side at all. They do the tight end crackback or throwback, and then you're going to see the same shit. 2 white shirts in the same area. I'm guessing this guy should have been deeper. Like, literally, this guy should probably be, like, next to him, and this guy was probably on that. But either way, why are they guarding each other and not the guy that's open? And then he jumps up like he's going to tip it. Like, dude, you know damn well you're not going to jump up and get that. Oh, this guy got hit in the balls, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why you even hurdled there. You're already on the sideline. Yeah, you deserve that one, dude. Just run out of bounds. Why are you hurdling there? Let's see. Did we see any signaling? It's probably going to be hard to see because I'm not slowed down all the way. I'm going to look one more time, see if I see anything. I can't see anything. It's just too hard with his white gloves, and it's blending in with the sideline. I just want to get through this tape. Play action. And they over pursued on the rush. I don't know how they don't realize it's screen. They haven't got in like that all game. That's when you know as a D lineman. We haven't been getting in, now we're in all of a sudden. You should think screen immediately. That's all that should be going through your mind. Nothing else. Alright, now let's see here. They're showing a lot of Bucks action. They over pursue on the edges, but then Baker does the thing where he stays in the pocket for more than 3 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, stands there. He's waiting to get sacked, guys. He knows better. And then he does the long wind up. He's like, come on, hurry up. Ay, ay, ay. I'm not buying it. Sorry. Yeah, that's all bad. And that's sack, fumble, touchdown. Cool. All right. Trying to see if there's any Saints-Giants action. Haven't seen any. This is a free play. And he jumps up and grabs it. Oh, here we go. I was like, I haven't seen any of this. So, devoid of any rush. No one's open. Oh, I see someone flashing right there. He can't see him though. Back shoulder. Ay. One-handed, it looks like. That one looked like a pure magnet cat. It like gravitated and stuck to his hand like he had stick 'em on. We won't get another glimpse of that, I promise you. It would be too clear. They give Saquon a lot of magnet catches. Like, he has probably a whole highlight reel of magnet catches over the years. So you mean to tell me you guys couldn't get him? They over pursued on the rush and then they just can't get him. Oh, they do get him, okay. And then he fumbles at the end. Nice. This is the kick. Oh, and they win with the kick, right? And it goes in. Cool. I'm just trying to get through this. I think we got maybe a play or two. Oh, this is the other field goal. This is probably how it ends. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to join me next week. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.